In this video, we are being forced to do something a bit different. Due to a run-in with some unsavory characters, we've lost a lot of video footage. But more of that story in our next video. So our adventure will be shared with you through Kareen's photographs and cell phone videos, and we'll tell you what we got up to in Peru and Ecuador. Our story continues after we managed to talk our way through multiple roadblocks in Peru and managed to get through the food and fuel shortages. So after conquering the mountains, we got to Cusco and did the touristing for a few days. We then explored some off-the-beaten-track paths and explored the lesser-known Nazca lines scattered through the desert of southern Peru. Then we headed to the coast of Peru and we hung out at the beach for a few days. It was great to appreciate the sunset over the Pacific Ocean. The previous sunsets we saw was all on the Atlantic coast and was setting over the South American continent and not over the sea. We then headed into Ecuador, a gem of a country. With shock and horror we discovered that Panama hats does not come from Panama, but originates and is made in the small town of Montecristi in Ecuador. Like real tourists, we went shopping and we each walked away with a brand new hat. We explored the capital of Quito and slowly got used to the altitude of the city high up in the mountains, with Kareen even managing to swing with the clouds. Then Kareen got to know a little bit of the artists of Ecuador.
Okay, so I'm at the Museum or Foundation of Guayasamil. Very nice paintings, more my style. Quite big, and I didn't realize it would be so depressing. The exhibition is more about pain people endure, especially slaves, people who are forced to fight all the wars, tears of blood. Yeah.
Then it was time for us to get even higher as we visited the crater lake of Quilatao and many mountainous peaks. Kareen even was brave enough to climb up to the snow of Chimborazo volcano.
Okay, so we are here at 5-1. GoPro died, so can't do the victory recording. It's on my phone. And yeah, this is the snow, that is the mountain. There. Oh, I feel a lot better. Just walking horizontal is very nice. And I just want to find some clean snow. Because you don't want second-hand snow here. Oh. Snow, ice.
Our tough little grey van performed very well at the higher altitudes, climbing up the steep gravel roads. Without any problems, we even made it up to Cotopaxi, the highest peak in Ecuador. We spent a great day watching the clouds around the peaks and were surprised to see there was no snow on the mountain tops. We only found out later that it was because the volcano was getting active and it was heating up and therefore melting a lot of the snow. I really miss South African rusks and learned to bake some for myself in Cuenca. We explored this charming little city and experienced some of the local culture while observing this eccentric festival where the structure was built and then burned down with fireworks. We left our van behind and flew to Galapagos Islands for an extraordinary wildlife experience. It was 6 days on the island and it cost us more than 2 months worth of budget, but it was worth every cent. The amount of marine life we saw just blew our minds. We scuba dived, and saw the most amazing bird life, fish, sharks and turtles. Kareen loves the reptiles, and the marine iguanas fascinated her. Here's just a small example of the hundreds of photographs she took of the iguanas. The blue-footed boobies and butterflies also got some attention. But then it was time to say goodbye to Ecuador. And welcome to Colombia! No, I didn't lose Kareen, she's just in the gondola behind me taking pictures. We're starting our trip off visiting a very beautiful church. But that's a story for another time, so please remember to like, subscribe and hit that bell icon so you won't miss out on future adventures. Thank you for our Patreons for making these videos possible.